Welcome back, everybody. In today's review, we're going over kind of an interesting concept. We're going to be going over the holster specifically, which is the Guardian holster, and we're going to be going over the concept of these kind of holsters, which are just trigger guard holsters. Right now, I am carrying my SIG P229 appendix style right here. It is an excellent way to carry a firearm for those of you guys that are comfortable with doing so. But this holster makes it, I guess, a little bit simpler than most. So basically what I'm going to do right now is real slow. I'm going to go through the draw and show you how the holster works, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the pros and cons of this concept of holsters. So basically, the draw from the appendix carry is just like any other draw. You're going to go ahead and move your garment out of the way. So just reach down, grab your garment, pull it up, get a proper grip on your gun, pull up. The string from the holster there is going to grab on your garment where you have it secured. And what you're going to do here is pull out, present to the target, both hands, take your shot, and that's pretty much how it works. But I get a close up here of the holster for those of you guys that are new to these style of holsters, and you just reholster like that. You can go ahead, put it back in your belt or whatever you need to do. But this is the holster right here. We'll go ahead and take the gun out and pull it off my pants so you guys can see how it works. But very simple to put in if you want to just make a quick trip to the store. Very easy to take off. No, you don't have to remove your belt or anything like that if you're going to be carrying it like that. You could also obviously use this in a purse carry, or maybe as just a trigger guard for your nightstand gun. There's other ways that this holster could be utilized as well. So it's probably not going to be for everybody up front, but it is an option out there for some of you guys. Anyway, we'll step inside, take a closer look at it up next. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how it actually mounts onto the pistol. And basically there's two ways to do it. When you have the pistol out, you can either go ahead and push up from the bottom, or you can push forward from the front. And this one, we'll just go ahead and show you how to push forward from the front. The trigger guard causes the kydex to expand a little bit, and that kydex then goes around the trigger guard and snaps into place. And that's pretty much how it goes on. One thing I wanted to point out versus some of the competitors out there on the market who make similar type holsters, this one does have a provision, say like when you went to draw your gun and your 550 cord snapped. Highly unlikely, very much highly unlikely, but if it did happen, on this holster you could still go ahead and grab onto this little area here in the front, which is nice, and pull it off. And that way your gun would still be good to go and usable. You can go ahead and put it into service. I'm trying to cover some of the things I haven't covered already and then wrap it up. But basically one thing that needs to be touched on is that it is a minimalist holster. What I mean by that is there's not a lot to it, obviously. If you take a look at it from the top, there is very little added bulk like you'd have, say, with a leather holster or something like that, in terms of how it's going to print and when you're carrying it on your body. It can be carried anywhere, really. I mean, like you saw earlier, I was carrying an appendix carry. You can carry it at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, wherever you want to, basically, as long as it coincides with a belt loop, if you're going to carry it in your pants, or like I said, holster, purse holster, I should say, or if you're just going to leave it around the house, which I think really is kind of a very good thing. I'll touch on that while I'm at it. The cost of this thing is $15. If you go out there to Amazon or whatever and you Google, I don't know, SIG P229 holster, something that'll pop up will be like these cheap nylon, like fits every gun in the world holster that has zero retention whatsoever. And those are priced right around $15. In all seriousness, I would much prefer someone have one of these holsters, because it actually does have some retention on there. It also properly covers the trigger guard. It's not just going to slip out if you're carrying it around. But obviously it is a compromise, so it's not going to be the same as a full-size holster in terms of that. But I mean, it definitely works as intended, no doubt about it. I like my string to be a little bit shorter, so that way, like you guys saw when I was drawing, it kind of catches earlier. But some folks might like it longer if you're really tall. I'm 6 feet tall, but I know there's guys out there that are 6'6", 6'8", that are watching this, and you might want it a little bit longer. So it does come long. I did cut it down and retie it, so just something on that one. But all in all, for what it is, which is, like I said, a minimalist holster, it's going to provide minimal bulk. It's quick, easy to put on, take off, and it is going to provide that trigger coverage, which really is essential in my opinion if you're going to safely handle firearms. But all in all, works well. 15 bucks, tough to complain about that. They offer a ton of guns. I'm going to go ahead and put a link below for the website for this, so you can see the actual list of all the guns that it does work with. Obviously, you don't have to worry about left-handed or right-handed either, so that's good. But I'll put a link below. You can see they offer a ton of guns for this holster, and it works as advertised. But if you guys have any questions about this holster, anything else I review here on the channel, you can feel free to post below in the comment section. You can also post over at my Facebook page. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and hope to see you guys in the next video.